Well, I guess December's always going to be a hard month. There's the most games, and of course we have undoubtedly struggled in it in the newer league, the topper league, well, the second league in England, the Championship. Was doing really well, a bit of form, and then we've come off of it a little bit. Excuse me, but, always got to get the burp in there. We actually returned today, outside of December, and in the best month of all, January, where you can make signings and play games. As yes people, welcome back to the Hartlepool Career Mode, episode number 8 of season number 3. As today, of course, before this video starts, you know what I'm going to say. If you've seen the rest of them, which you should have done with the notification bell on, and you should have subscribed, because that's the thing I was going to say, subscribe. We are now a quarter of a way to 5k for 250 the last time I checked. Very, very good going, as in the league, it's not that great going. 11th place, which is the place where it separates for the league. We're just top half mid-table. Everything below is like lower half mid-table. Brentford dropping off a lot this year. And, of course, Cardiff City in that zone almost. As today, we have, of course, some games to go. Anyway, so we will show you them. Starting off with that team I just mentioned, Cardiff City at home. It's actually one game in December still, which we will play. Then we have Charlton in the FA Cup. We have West Brom away at the Hawthorns. Bolton away at the Macron, and then away to the Den. So quite a few away games today. And of course, all that time to make signings, as we have 7.6 million to spend. And we still need to sign a crucial player, I think. Or maybe we've done that. Maybe we just haven't made the profit, as all the other things should fall in line. The clean sheets, the youth players almost done. And of course the FA Cups today, as we've got to do well in those. Starting off of course with Cardiff though, we're going to do well in game hopefully. 21st position. And we have got a tired team going into this one. We might as well play it though, because the next game is the FA Cup, where we'll be rotating the lineup undoubtedly. So the tired boys, the good tired boys, are going to get a go. As Marinovic, Bolton, Firmino, Staunton, Raggett and Andrew make up the back six, with Harrop, Evans, Valakari, Butterworth and Logan John. Now 77 rated. How many goals has he got this season? He has 12. Almost at Farias level, who's got suspended after the draw we had against Nottingham Forest in the last episode. But how are we going to do against struggling Cardiff at home? And let's have a look at this team that we face then, who travel up north, of course, in England, not Wales, as Dylan Phillips in goal, Perry NG, Austin Sadler, Mark McGuinness, Curtis Nelson and Joel Bagan in the defence, with Wintle and Vox, the two midfielders, 5 at the back, with White, Waters and P2 as the front three. The ex-Crawley Town striker now actually going to get his chance in the Cardiff starting 11 to be the main man. I mean, I don't know where Kiefer Moore is. I think he would be the better one. I think Kiefer Moore's at Cardiff, isn't he? He should be. He's the Welsh striker, of course. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is, as we'll get started. Evans straight onto Valakari right here. Pass inside. Evans picks up on it. John now out wide to Danny Andrew. Going to whip this in first time. Butterworth making a run. Just runs past it though. Valakari heads it down into John. This is good possession-based football. As now Bolton's turn to cross into the gap. A good save, but is it a penalty or a free kick? I don't know if that was a handball from the man in the middle or someone near Luke Bolton. It is. I can see the line. It's in the box, I think. It's in the box, it is. It's a penalty 6 minutes in. And Logan John is gifted the chance. He's going to try and recreate Bogle's penalty, of course. And there is no saving that one. Does the form change here? 1-0 up already. Sometimes playing those teams lower down in the league does help you, as that is a tremendous finish. Just no saving that. Pass straight into the side net in Logan John for his 13th. Just want to build on that, of course, as 10 minutes passing since the last goal. I say the last, the first, as now Andrew. Hopefully it isn't the last. That's a good ball towards Butterworth. Doesn't get his head on it. And Dylan Phillips actually catch that one. I think Butterworth's picked up a knock from the jump he had at that. He isn't sprinting now, but I think he's got the... Yes, he has. He's got the cross above his head, as that's a ball out wide, though, for Danny Andrew to hopefully cross himself. Tries to get past Perry and G. Gets a little bit of a gap. That's a good ball into the injured man. Forced to Luke Bolton. Can't get his shot off clear. Now Pitu's going to run down the line. And what is Pitu going to do? Cuts inside the number 10. Good block, though. Akin for Maywo with it, as it's a pass into Evans. Bad place to give the ball away. Matt Waters. Good save. Marinovic rolls it straight out. Now to Danny Andrew, as we need to try and attack straight from that. Ball up the field. John now into Butterworth. Bolton, you're a bit too quick for me, mate. And I keep going to Danny Andrew this game. Don't know why, as it's a good ball over to him. Good header into Harrop. This tired team isn't proving to be tired after all. Tries to swing a ball in. Just can't do it. Edge of the box to Andrew. Now Valakari. And that's a poor shot. Very poor swing at the ball, as hang on, Logan John stole it off a defender. Of course, Omar Bogle now on for Butterworth as well. Well, I say like for like, it's not really, but it has proven to be this season. Bogle almost scoring as many as Butterworth as Danny Andrew. Can Bogle add another one? Just not there, but it falls to John off his knee and blasts it straight in the face of the defender. That's going to be a sore one, as we still do have the ball. Josh Harrop now into Evans, now into John. Tries to line it up. Still not away from the away side, though, as now Bogle tries to cut it on there. Just unsuccessful, as now Pitu to pick up on it. Gives it to Bagan. Bagan across to Pitu again. Easily blocked Staunton now, as it's wave after wave from either team. As at half-time, 1-0 against struggling Cardiff. And it should be more. For the first time in about 6 games, this is the one we thoroughly deserve to win. And Pitu here with a ball out wide into... I don't know who that is. Bagan, who picks up on it. Ball straight into the box. Raggett easily away, straight into Omar Bogle. Now John, got to try and work this away. Bogle against one of his former clubs as well. Cardiff City were his employers at one point. As Harrop, can he chip that over the top to John? He does so successfully. John's on the end of this. Can he get a brace? He can! It's 2-0 Hartlepool. It's a great ball through, and you know what they say. When you're struggling for form, just play a team below you who are struggling. Should mark a good end to 2023, as it's a great ball straight into his path. Defender tries to take his shirt off his back, but no thank you. Blasted straight past the keeper to the bottom bin. And Raggett with the ball right there through the gap. Valakari now onto Omar Bogle as we carry on. We've actually dominated the game. We deserve to win it as well. As a ball in. It's got to be handball, doesn't it? No, Bolton keeps it. Tries to pass it last minute. We'll take the corner though, as I think we're going to make... Well, we should make some changes, but then we do have the FA Cup as well, so them changes probably going to get a full game next time out. As I do, of course, want to win the FA Cup. Well, I say I want to win the FA Cup, I do, but I want to go far. That's what I mean. As John for the hat-trick, saved by Leon Phillips, as it's... It should be him level on top goals now, Logan John. Now he's got a brace in this game. If he gets his hat-trick, he will be top scorer. Farias cannot catch him up in this game at least, because he won't be playing this game week, as Andrew with a blast through bodies. White trying to run away from us right here, and he's got away from Raggett a little bit. Trying to chase up. Can he try and block it? No. Good ball to the back post. Marinovic easily saves that, and the man at the far post was running onto it. Never could get there, as Tyler Maglio's come on for Bolton. That's one change I've made early, as it's into Evans. Evans into Bogle. Now onto John. Build up slowly up this field. Valakari, one more on. It's John. John tries to switch that across into Harrop. Cuts inside, and he goes for one as well. Phillips with another stop, though, as a corner ball. And Harrop to whip this in. Looking for Raggett. Gets his head on it. Over the bar. Very close with that one, as Cardiff going to put some late pressure on. They still have only tested, like, Marinovic once or twice with pop shots. Nothing that scared me really, but they could scare me a bit if they got something late on. However, it's us charging away now. Evans messes up that pass, but it still falls to Maglio. We've got John on a hat-trick in the middle. Ball towards the back post, towards Josh Harrop, as Zimba gets the ball away as well onto White. And Maglio, read your man. Get back and defend. Goal side. We should just have added time now after this last minute. There should not be time for 2 goals from them, as we've picked up a yellow card stupidly late on. Akin for Maywo, who's might be playing against his former club next game if he starts, as Bogle can't get his pass off. It's Flood across now into Volks. Volks one more on, but the whistle's gone already. It's a 2-0 win. It's 3 points finally again, and it's convincing against the strugglers this year. Cardiff City. And I'm glad to see that Butterworth hasn't picked up a knock as we go. We go into January. Are we going to get any bids for our players for once? Because we don't usually get bids for the good players, just like the squad depth ones who I do want to keep around for squad depth. If we got like a big money one for someone like John or something, I might look at it and consider it, as Charlton in the FA Cup. We're at home as well. This should be a win. We are going to play it just to try and make sure we get it over the line, as yeah, we're going to play this one, we're going to play West Brom, and we're going to simulate the last two, which are both away from home, but I'll risk them. Going into January, though, I've got to look at these things. Contracts. We've got quite a few players running out of them, including our keeper, our left back, and a bunch of youth players, but because we've got transfer time right now and the game to go into, I'm going to just snap my fingers and this will be done. And that might have been a bad transition, as these are the 5 players that haven't signed new contracts. You might look at the other page and compare it to now, skip back 10 seconds, and then you'll see the difference. As Danny Andrew, I really wanted to sign a new contract, but he's in fact retiring at the end of the season at 33. Same with James Norwood. Now, I wasn't going to give him one, even though he's been a great player for us. He will be leaving us. Francis Angol hasn't got one yet, club captain as well. Mark Cullen and Ferguson, 3 originals right there, may be leaving, because maybe it's time to move on. As moving on into the Charlton game, good segue, as Ingram's going to be in goal. This is the team we're off with: Angus, Maglior, Raggett, Francis Angol and Johansson. So Francis Angol is in the team, with Keshi Anderson, Adams and McAtee, Norwood and Bogle. Now John's on the bench. We've got plenty of first teamers who are all fit as well, as I am going to put a rotated team out for this game, because Charlton are in League 2, and that's what I'm playing it off of. Just don't let me down. And I can't remember the last time we actually played in the FA Cup with this save, but this is the team we're going to be against. Stephen Henderson, Charlie Baker, Ryan Innes, Deji Elwer, Papa Soare, Jake Forker Casquet, who we tried to sign Forster Casquet, should I say, Morgan and Claire in front of them, Diliang Jaisimi, Schwartz up front, and Charlie Kirk on the other wing. Interesting team, almost as interesting as the one we've put out, as we lost the ball straight away. Received it back though, as Mo Adams over to Keshi Anderson. Now on to Johansson, who's going to cut inside onto Keshi Anderson. Again, round the corner, Norwood. Can this be a good opening move? Come on, Johansson, the youngster, cutting inside. That's a very good cut inside and a good shot. Don't think he's ever winning that header by the size of him, but he went up for it. So that's a good start from the left wing back. Quite promising indeed, as Jaisimi. What a tackle from Sean Raggett, still in the team, as we needed that block. Charlie Kirk, that's a good ball through to Jaisimi, and it's 1-0 Charlton. Maybe I have rotated this team a little bit too much. That's a shocking start. Straight through and straight into the back of the net. It's a great pass from Charlie Kirk into that little gap, and no chance for Ingram in goal. Grimsby man puts us 1-0 down. Still, I do think this team we've got out is good enough to beat these. Definitely good enough to beat these. So, improvement needed, I guess, as Johansson with the ball onto Anderson, Adams, McAtee. Good passing through our midfield this time, though. Run from Bogle just a bit short, and McAtee straight took out. No foul given, but we'll just have to play on, as Francis Angol got a little block in. Keshi Anderson to the side, McAtee now through to Bogle. Look at the run from that Johansson kid. He is brilliant, the small man. Look at that, he's round the corner, whipped in. Difficult for the keeper, Henderson. Catches second time round. It is all coming from the youngster, as Raggett into Anderson. Look how good we are at concise passing, as now it's out to Johansson. Goes for a switch of play. That's the worst thing he's done this game. That was a big chance as well. Dior Angus, the other fullback, trying to get involved here as well, as can he deliver a better ball forward up the field? That's a cross in. Bogle! It's 1-1. What a ball from Dior Angus. Now the other fullback or wing back joining in. Great little delivery. And we have levelled it up against Charlton with the youth team. Look at this. Great ball in. I say youth team. It's like a 29-year-old Omar Bogle who's finishing it off, but we'll take it. Brilliant work to get there, as now Dior Angus on it again. He's trying to compete with Johansson a little bit, as Johansson was very far up the field that time, as Barker charging forward, straight into Omar Bogle. Whip that straight to the edge of the box. Head that on, please, Norwood. It's into the path, and oh! It's a good little counter-pressing move as McAtee misses, but still, corner ball. Anderson whipping it towards the keeper, El Werde. And Norwood, why did you touch it? That was stupid of him, weren't it, as Jaisimi? Oh, little stupid foot animation right there, as it's allowed Jaisimi to get down this wing a bit. Claire supporting as he goes back into Barker, now straight into the middle, and Norwood on it again, as yes, it was pulled back. Good job, because they were through on goal as well. Francis Angol to get this ball straight away. One-touch stuff. Norwood spinning that out towards Johansson if he can get there first, as he does. Great work from the little Swede. Chip over the top again. Norwood, it's going to fall here for Bogle. Blasts it, falls back to Norwood. Blasts it again, never really going in or threatening, as at half-time against Charlton, it's 1-1 and we have dominated this game. It was a good move from them to score. I think if this is definitely our full team, we are smashing these. As, speaking of the full team, I will make some changes. McAtee not impressing. He's actually going to come off instead of Keshi Anderson. And Butterworth, I think Norwood's done good at times, but not too much. So I'm going to put Butterworth on as well, because he didn't play much in the last game. And I know you shouldn't base it off ratings, but it's a big improvement to the squad with them two changes, Harrop and Butterworth. They are two big game changers, as Kirk with the ball puts it into the middle. We all let it go. And a penalty's been given. Why? It went through. It never hit his arm. It never hit his arm. Right, okay. I am so confused with that. Schwartz against Ingram, but Ingram just as good as Marinovic at saving spot kicks. Still, I am so confused with how that was given. It was never a penalty. Still, can we attack from it, as now Magliore finds Angus, but it's just a little behind. I can't believe it were a penalty. Do not care that they missed it. It didn't give us a clean view as well in the replay, but I'm positive it didn't hit an arm, as now Barker with the ball to the edge of the box into Schwartz. There still could do danger. Forskaski picks out Morgan. 2-1 Charlton. No one going across. That is Francis Angol's man and his man only. Easy goal for them, as... Hang on, it's just skipped the replay as well. Is FIFA just... Is this second half just going all out against me? Well, that's the way it seems. I don't understand that, as we've put these new players on as well, and we've hardly got any attacks, as Butterworth onto Harrop. Harrop running forward a little bit, tries to turn, chips it out wide as well. Straight into Diorangus, into Butterworth. Can't turn out. Diorangus gets there again though, into Harrop now, as we'll try and go forward. Anderson, Bogle, Johansson, just past that inside, as we'll take the corner. No, he won't, because he'll touch it when I don't want him to, as he's going to whip it in with the right foot. That's a good whip in. Looking for Bogle, still not there, and away from Clare, but Adams throwing his body at it, and not getting anywhere near it. Or should I say, not anywhere near up the field, as we're going to be out of the FA Cup as it stands. We haven't got long left. Jaisimi, into Kaski, now into Morgan, the goal scorer, as he tries to play it behind Johansson. Man of the match for us, definitely. Him and Angus have been brilliant fullbacks or wingbacks, whatever, as Butterworth putting the pressure on. Come on. Do not want a replay, but I would take it, as Clare can't get past us. Adams across the field. I've still got Logan John on the bench as well, which I think he's going to have to be called upon, as Butterworth tries to turn out here, keeps the ball, and he's definitely offside, is Francis Angol, as Anderson keeps it. Can we whip a good ball in here? Anderson flashes it across. And they're going to try and counter here at Charlton, as we've dived in with Magliore. It's one-on-one. It's Ingram. And he does make the save. We're running out of time, though. Corner ball for them, as Logan John does come on for 4 minutes. Got 4 minutes to change the game, as Bogle's usually the one subbed on. That's a weird change, as they won the first header. Ingram wins the second with his hands, and a good throw. No, it isn't. But it falls to Adams, who's been shocking. He has been terrible in this game, Mo Adams. Really not good, as they're going backwards. They're just trying to keep the ball, as they should do, to be fair. They're going to win the game. They're going to win the tie. As Davidson with a sweet turn, and they have won the tie. Charlton knock us out of the FA Cup. I thought we were back on form beating Cardiff. Obviously not. They've done it at our place as well. That is embarrassing. Embarrassing. Sean Raggett as well gets spun so easily. Is it time for him to, well, maybe not go, because he is one of the captains. I can't get rid of Angol and Raggett at the same time, 2 club captains. But is it time we bring in a new centre-back? I definitely think so, to be fair, if we can find the right man, as they came in for a rough slide tackle, didn't win it, but we'll keep on going. Barker forward into Clare. The whistle's just going to go any time, as it does. Charlton, the League 2 team as it stands, winning. Not good enough from us. And it takes our focus to the Championship, which, to be fair, for once I actually didn't really want. I know we're in a new league and we want to push as high as we can, but the FA Cup was a good chance this season to get another story going, because we are just mid-table in the Championship. Let's try and force something to happen, I guess. Now I have gone pessimistic, but I've got to be optimistic again, as Pacos Ferreira want a 2-year loan for Yavis Basui, who's always been like a rotational youngster for us, and I'll let him go. Hopefully it turns out alright for them, as I am looking around players, and we've got another loan offer for one of our own as well, Pierre Camara. He started in the Carabao Cup quite a bit, so we don't want him out for too long. We'll go with the short term. If they come back with a year or even 2 years, I'd probably still accept it, but I would like to have him back as West Brom, 4th. What's the points gap between us two? Is it massive? I probably think it will be. We were above them not long ago. And actually, it's only 4. There is not a big gap between us and then playoff spots at all, as we'll go with the strongest team again. And it's very unlucky that Johansson's not in there. Or do we do it? Do we do it? I think I'm going to risk it, you know. I'm going to put Johansson in there. I'm going to put him in there. Danny Andrew is retiring at the end of the season. Might as well. So just the one change going into this game. Against 4th place West Brom. He's got a lot of running to do with the Hawthorns, but we're doing it. And the Baggies team this time. Josh Griffiths in goal. Darnell Furlong. Semi Ajayi. Darragh O'Shea. Cedric Kiprier. Connor Townsend with Gustavo Anciao. And Alex Moa in the lineup this time. Can he last the full 90 minutes? Who knows, as Matt Phillips paints still up front again. And Carlon Grant. So let's see how we do. It's Evans straight on the ball. I mean, we did get a big win. I think, yes, we did. We beat them like 4-1 in the end. So they'll be looking for revenge in front of their home fans. And I won't blame them if they got it after that horrific display against Charlton Athletic. But we move as Alex Moa with the ball onto Pencil right there. Can't get it around the corner. Straight into Evans as Harrop cuts inside. Evans again. Got that run through the middle of John, who's onside. It's Logan John. Can he get one against the Baggies again? He can. Never mind being off balance. He shushes the Hawthorns and flexes those muscles. What a weird celebration from him. I don't know why he's doing that. All the regens are like proper skinniers. Look at this. Straight through the middle of the defenders. Semi Ajayi, Darragh O'Shea. None of them come towards him. And he easily puts that past Josh Griffiths. Love to see it. And that is better than the Charlton game already, as Maximilian Johansson picking up there on his first bit of danger. Good work from the young Swede, as now Oni Valakari across into Bolton. This is another good chance for us to run at them. Luke Bolton continues to keep on going, crosses it in. Good header away from Cedric Kiprier this time though, and away again onto Townsend. We're pushing, just can't let them return it as Oni Valakari across. Mowat with a shot, did score against us last time. That's a delayed penalty. It's Sean Raggett again. Why him? He's just not turning out to be the defender I wanted him to be in the Championship, as it's going to be Grant. And he goes to the side I usually never dive to. 1-1 at the Hawthorns. And undeservedly so. Level straight away. Courtesy of a spot kick. And I can just tell that's going to give them the confidence to, of course, go in on this game and try and grab 3 points now, as we've been so well up to that. Just takes momentum off of it, as they've got a player down, and it's going to have to be stopped. Who is it? It is Pantsil, the striker, who's gone down. Who's going to come on? It's going to be Callum Morton. Can tell by that ginger hair, as there's another man down here, Mowat. And when I was joking about him making the 90 minutes, I didn't think it would be him coming off because of an injury, as he has stayed down, as it's going to be Bolton to give this to the edge of the box. Still, we're going to attack round the corner. Harrop off balance, and Griffiths with a save. Just noticed as well, it's not Sam Johnston in goal, as Moa is in fact injured. Their second injury in 2 minutes. It's the captain going off, and I don't know who's going to come on. He has not made the full 90 minutes, as it's a cross into the box, bouncing about. away from their defence though, as Harrop keeps it in. Straight into Evans. That's a rough tackle from Callum Grant. Still we have the ball. It's turning feisty as Callum Morton's found a little bit of a gap and a pass forward there. And Marinovic with the 1 foot save. As Raggett picks up a yellow card. Do not have a clue what that was for. But it's Sean Raggett, isn't it? Just for being him probably. As Asun Kiao round the corner. Phillips into Ajayi. Ajayi trying to get a bit of an angle. The Nigerian centre-back gives it out wide. Now back into him. Looking for another angle, into Morton, blocked, header away, isn't there, but we have managed to get it partially away, and straight on to Butterworth, who gives it into John, tackled. As luckily enough for us, I think, yes, we've made it till half-time. Maybe a half chance right there, but we'll give up on it, as at the break. Very, very interesting. How are we going to do in this second half, though? A pop shot to start us off with. As Grant, through bodies, Staunton, handball, of course it is. I'm sick of this game, you know. I'm bored of it. Definitely put his hand up in the air to try and block it from hitting his face, which he shouldn't do, as he skied it. How lucky can we get? That's 2 penalties missed against us today, as Staunton. When I said that about League 1 being the penalty league, it's definitely continued into this one as Ajayi can't get on that, but it's passed into Butterworth. John, round the corner, Harrop leaves it for Johansson. That's a good ball onto John. He misses it into Butterworth, who's onside, and it's 2-1. I think Logan John was off. It's a good job he did not touch that, as the celebrations doing the dance at the Hawthorns, as it looks like we might be getting 3 points. Look at this. It's a great ball from Johansson, unbelievable cross. John was offside. He was in front of Ajayi at the right hand side. But Butterworth was behind Kyprie after running from behind him. Being lucky with that one. And I will definitely take it. As for Mayo, round the corner, Bolton, that's a good pass on. Valakari gets a nick on his ankles right there. The game is heating up. I wasn't lying, it's still heating up. Especially now we're in the lead as Oni Valakari into Bolton. Across. Flick on, what a flick on onto Lee Evans. He hasn't scored yet, I don't think. And he should have done there. And we're just going to try and keep hold of this now as Butterworth with a good ball onto John right there. Around the corner into Harrop. Harrop tries to return it. Logan John, there's a man at the far post. Oni Valakari with a bit of an open net. And he puts it across the keeper again. Oni Valakari with 15 minutes to go increases our lead against West Brom. And the Baggies have been sunk again by little old Hartlepool. It is a glorious move right on this side. Look at that. Straight into his path. We'll make a sub as well. He's going to come off after his goal. Resting for the next game, as that's a glorious finish from Oni. Sensational player as Butterworth on it. Again, cuts the right way into Evans. Across. That's not a good ball from McAtee who's come on, as he needs to try and turn into the young wonder kid I wanted him to be. Of course, released from Man City, and now maybe I'm seeing the reason why he was, as Grant in towards Machach off the bench for them. Never heard of him. As the push put the pressure on us again, and Morton with a drilled one into the bottom corner. The early sub from the injury, making it a feisty end. Was an extremely driven shot. Let's have a look at this again. Passing around the corner. No one near him, as it's Raggett's man, of course. Baggies to put the pressure on again, as, hang on, McAtee has a ball down the line looking for Butterworth, but overcooked, and you can't really afford to at that moment in time, because now they're going to try and get forward a little bit. We have literally 1 minute, and then stoppage. We really need this win right here against 4th place. It'll take us within 1 point of them, and hopefully closer back into those playoff spots, as that's a foul, definitely. It's been a game of yellow cards. You can see we've got one there. That's a handball with 3 minutes added on. Actually, a good thing coming from Raggy. Don't think he meant it to hit the hand of the defender. As a ball around the corner into John. John forward. That's into Harrop, who's right side. We've got John in the middle. Can we just try and drag it back last minute? We do. Falls to McAtee, and it's hit one of our fans. But they'll be taking the ball as memorabilia from the day we beat West Brom 2 or 3-2 away. As what a result that is. We've done the double over the Baggies, as we are on the push a little bit again, but still outside of the places. Us and Barnsley and Bristol City all on 47. That's we've got 2 simulations left. Bolton, who are now in the relegation zone if I'm not mistaken, and Millwall. But of course, we can make signings now. And I was thinking about central midfielder in place of Valakari, but I don't think I'm going to go with that anymore because, of course, of his good form. As a loan to buy for Finley Andrew. Let's turn it into a short-term loan from Girona, or however it's pronounced, as Kamara is going to get his loan to Japan. As 23rd place Bolton are going to face the same team we just put up as well. Yes, I'm going to keep Johansson in there. I trust him. I think he might have got man of the match again. According to me, at least. As Bolton, a 2-1 win. A 2-0 win, actually. They beat us the first time round. Not this time. Butterworth and Bogle off the bench. We could be back in the playoffs. Is that the case? As it's coming. It is the case. After 30 games, we're 6th. Great stuff from us, as I do have in mind a signing right now. As the short-term loan is agreed for Finley Andrew. That is brilliant. And the signing I have in mind, just to add suspense, if he's not going anywhere, of course, I might leave it for next episode. I think I'm going to do that to you. Sorry, not sorry. But we've got Millwall to focus on first before anyone new comes into the club. Then we can try and play them before deadline day. And he isn't a free signing. That may surprise you. 15th place Millwall at the Den as well. Gave Crystal Palace a good run for the money the other day in the FA Cup, I'm going to say Carabao then, as it's the same team that's just won 2 on the bounce, as please make it 3. Please make it 3. Another 5 at the back, but it's a 2-1 win, and it's a 90th minute one. Oh my days. Valakari first half, who was on flames this season. Bury, who of course was at us at the start of this save, on loan, didn't use him much. Hutchinson with an injury, but 90th minute goal from Butterworth sinks the Lions' heart. Apparently they were the better team in that game as well. Oh well, as we are 3rd. I can't believe that. If we win one more game and Stoke lose, we are in automatic places towards the Premier League. The Premier League. As of course Bournemouth, they've run away with the league. You can see that obviously. 13 points clear. As a beautiful January, hopefully more beautiful by the sign I want to make next episode. And a relatively off month next time. Fulham should be the hardest there. Puts us in good stead. Are we going to go back, now we're out of the FA Cup, for the promotion push? Who knows? You'll have to find out next time. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell as well. Of course, like I said, make sure you're subscribed. We're a quarter of the way to 5k. This is half away to 10k, which is 10% to 100k, which is 10% to 1 million. I'm not a dreamer, but take care. In a bit, and make sure you've hit the button. Take care, and peace.